So this is a battle I had in the Thunder. I just picked it up about 4 matches ago. I spent all my coal on it. Come to learn that this is a very soft ship, so you can't play it up close and personal like you would the Grover Curse first or the Kremlin. But even the Kremlin will take some damage up to the side. So what I did was I kind of waited to see where everybody else is going to go. Normally, since I'm up here at A, I'd normally sit here and support A. But as you can see, once they start populating the map, there's a heavy push to A on the red side. So that kind of changed my mind pretty quick that I will not be pushing in towards A, and I would in fact go down south and help support BC. They even noticed it in chat that they're going heavy on A. I kind of acknowledge it. I was like, alright. I also found out that this ship normally likes to be between 15 to max range on its targets. You get any closer, you get overwhelmed pretty quick. Not overwhelmed as in it's too much to handle. Overwhelmed as your ship just can't handle all the damage it's taking. But in the beginning, I started focusing on the Yamato and the Georgia. Even at one point, I think I even tried to target the Kiev, but he's too far away and too fast to try to accurately hit with long-range guns. But this ship, the Thunderer, it is very, very accurate at range. As you notice, that Georgia just took a Citadel, and he's over 20k away. And I'm also constantly maneuvering as well. I don't want to stay in a straight line. And it's not mostly for DDs, it's for long range fire. If you're just doing long range fire on targets and they don't move, they'll run right into your shells. So I'm alternating speed and course as I'm moving south. He is right. If you look at the mini-map, Iowa is right in the middle of B. And I haven't paid much attention to him since this game started. I'm not sure if he gets taken out first or not, but he is so close. Wouldn't surprise me if he gets taken out. So the Tirpitz, Battle Razor Gaming, he actually does a very good job. He alternates his speed and course as well. So I mean, my shot I thought was going to hit him definitely did not hit him. Yeah, that was good damage. No citadels, but that was good damage though. 12,000. That Bismarck or Tirpitz. And I pretty much tried to stay on them for the most part until I get closest towards C, and then I start focusing the Georgia down there. That's at H6. The Bismarck down there, he starts asking for help as well. Totally understandable because they got 3 ships down there. And they're fairly close to C while we're trying to get at least 1 cap. So I understand where he's coming from. In fact, I think that's probably my last salvo that I send up towards the Tirpitz and Bismarck. I start focusing on these guys down here. It's kind of hard to hit the Georgia. He's not only is he got his stern to us, he's also running away. Well, he is running away. But he's also maneuvering his course too, so he's constantly adjusting. And same with the Donskoy. Donskoy, I don't think I got any good shots on him. But I keep trying. I try to get all my guns. The firing angles on the Thunderers are actually fairly decent. I mean, I could pretty much get all my guns on, and I'm probably showing maybe 25% of my side. And the rudder in this thing, I didn't pick rudder shift on here because it does suck up fire damage so fast. I ended up taking damage control 2 on this, vice the rudder shift. I'm still trying to get my judge my shots on this Georgia here. He is starting to get quite a ways away. He's at 22, and I start missing shots. But the grouping's actually fairly decent on here. I'm very surprised. At 22, and I mean it's a fairly decent group. Yeah, at this point they're just too maneuverable. They just keep moving around. So I went ahead and tried to focus on targets that aren't moving so much. Went back for the Tirpitz. And like I said before, he does a really good job of alternating his speed and adjusting his course. But we do have a storm coming in, so we'll have to get really close, and eventually it's really close, where I got Torps coming by me. But again, when you have Torps coming by, you always want to adjust your course and speed. There's Georgia. He's back again. See if I can take a couple shots at him. You notice that my reticle is not what I normally do when I'm streaming my Twitch feed or anything like that. The reason for that is because this weekend I just wanted to grind some ships and play alone. So I don't want to mess with streaming or broadcasting. So actually, what I'm doing is I'm just going over the replay that of this match that I just finished up with. Like I said, I was pretty impressed with it, so I wanted to go ahead and push this out here to you guys.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the Tirpitz came around that mountain to try to offset the Henry and Alsace. If it was me and I was a Tirpitz, I'd have probably went through the center of that gap and just focused on one person at a time, not those two ships. Because now he's just too close to everybody else, and everybody just starts wailing on him for the most part. And I try to angle in. I don't want to give my broadside to the Tirpitz as well, so I'm trying to keep somewhat of an angle on all four of those ships over there to the west. Someone had him really good. And now our visibility has been reduced. Got lucky on that one. I didn't think that was going to hit him. He was turning away, a very narrow target. It was kind of a shot on the fly. Bismarck makes a bold move here, though. He's asking to charge, and I'm kind of hesitant to charge. From listening to Notzer's videos and Flambass's videos, they're all saying, you know, this is a glass hull, because it does have the Conqueror's hull. It takes damage pretty quick, so it's not a brawler. It's definitely not a brawler. So, but he's pushing forward, so I figured I'd push him forward as well. I noticed that the Georgia, he's in range of the Georgia, so what I'm going to do here is I don't have visual of the Georgia, but if you look at my mini-map, I'm putting that circle somewhere where I think he's going to be, and I'll start firing towards that circle. And I got a hit, so this is more luck than skill on this, though, to be honest. We get torpedo bombers on the way from the midway. Like I said, it's really luck trying to figure out where this guy's at. Make sure you shoot him. I was kind of hoping he would be in range by now. I was kind of saving my salvo for him. There he is. And here at this point, I pull back on the throttle a lot because I don't want to get overwhelmed with the Georgia and the Worcester and the Donskoy down there. I just want to fight one ship at a time, not 3 versus 1. So I'm watching his health, and as soon as his health starts going down, I start pushing in a little bit harder. I think the Amagi gives him a good shot. Yeah, the Magi hit him pretty good right there. Then I followed up with mine, so that's when I started pushing forward again. Then the Worcester came out, so this is what I was afraid of, was the Worcester. But at this point I said, let's just withstand the Georgia. Georgia's killed. Let's go ahead and focus the Worcester. This is where they actually see these guns come in really nice. There's 1 Citadel. There's 3 Citadels right there in the depth strike on the Worcester. Yeah, these guns are accurate. Got more planes coming in from the midway. I didn't even use my defensive fire. Totally forgot I had it, to be honest. But he seemed to miss. I was kind of surprised. But right now they're ahead on points, and the Donskoy uses radar. So he spotted me, and he'll start shooting. There's a set of torps from the Donskoy. Magi takes 1. This is odd. I thought this was the Donskoy shooting at me, but apparently this is the Mogami shooting at me. I had no idea. So I tried to shoot where his shots are coming from. That's hard, especially when he's moving. It is really hard to judge where you're going to shoot when he's moving. In the smoke, it's not so much because the person wants to stay in smoke and stay hidden, so he doesn't have far to travel. But when he has whole open ocean to him, and he's shooting at you, he's blind firing me right now as we speak, and he's actually getting some good shots on me. So what he's using is using his mini map, saying, "All right, well I hit him here," and he adjusts. And this poor Yamato, he gets within range. I see him. There's 4 Citadels right there on that Yamato. Just one, just salvo. Poor Yamato. I get my other set of guns on him. There's another. So that's 5 Citadels in that Yamato. And he's down. And that was pretty impressive. Like I said, I love these guns. Some more torps. So at this point, I'm not sure if those torps are from the Donskoy or the Mogami. I know they both carry torps, but I know I was radared earlier by the Donskoy. And as my teammates pointing out, we need to go to B to A, which I totally understand. So I'm not going to push up the center of B because I want to get these guys out, Mogami and Donskoy. So I'm going to go ahead and push to the west and let the Worcester take the center. As I'm rotating around, I'm going to see if I can get my guns on these guys and get some shots. Again, this is more luck than skill because I can barely seem to hit them. So the Worcester pushes in. I'm thinking that Alsace has the Donskoy and Mogami targeted because they're lit up. There's the Donskoy's radar again. So I'm not sure who was spotting them. Oh, there goes my shots, just trying to see if I can hit them. So I missed. And I try to see if I can get the Mogami as well.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
I missed that during the game. Mogami, everyone. They got him. And the turret traverse on this thing is actually fairly quick. I even got the reload boost on here. reload boost module, and it's supposed to slow down the turret traverse. I think it's fine. I'm trying to get my guns to where I think he's going to be at. I keep pushing him. I'm still full speed. And eventually he does show up. Yeah, I got 3 shells on him that time. It gives me a high caliber. I try to get my other back 2 guns on him. But I don't want him to run away or lose him. And there he is. He pops back into view. It's right at the edge of my view. So close. I don't think I finish him off. I think someone else gets him for me. Then the midway comes up, and our spotting range is starting to increase, so he's not going to run away. So he'll be spotted the rest of the match. But at the start of the match, my guns reload every 22 seconds. I'm able to fire every 22 seconds. And this is not a 19-point captain either. I think this is only a 10-point captain that I have in him. I haven't ground the Royal Navy battleship line yet. But I'll go ahead and start working on the midway here.
Our victory is in sight.
Yeah, if I add adrenaline rush to this ship, I'll get the reload much faster. But again, I mean, adrenaline rush, it's all dependent on your health pool that you have left. So you kind of want to be careful on this ship because it will go quick. But at 9 citadels already for the match, and this game's almost over. It's just got the carrier left to kill. And that Sabo kills him. Like I said, I was pretty impressed with Thunderer. It's a heck of a ship.